student of mechanical engineering. I'm doing my mechanical engineering from NITE Nagpur, and I have secured an All India rank of 68 in GATE 21. And it gives me immense pleasure to initiate this discussion. The topic for today is life versus living. Life, as we all know, is a set of all the moods that we go through, moods of different phases like happiness, sadness, anger, regret, all the moods, positive and negative. While living, I think living, I would call it as the utopian image of a life, the ideal life, the life which we see in dreams, that life should be this way. Living consists of only happiness, only adventure, only being on a vacation, only following your passion, all the positive sides of life. I think to have a balance, we need both the moods in our life. And therefore, I think living, though considered as a very beautiful image of life, life in general is a better idea. And life is itself what makes it beautiful. So I think, given a choice, I would go with a life filled with both positive and negative attributes.
Okay, so now I think we can go for Gaurav.
I can see.
You're not audible. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say life is a blessing of God that people get, and in life there is full of happiness, sad, sorrow, and full of struggle. So here two different things, that if somebody wants to achieve something in life, then definitely person have to struggle. Like we have people like Sachin Tendulkar, Amitabh Bachchan, and I would say Dhirubhai Ambani. Those who have very less skill set, but to achieve something in life, they have crossed the limit. And after crossing the limit, after getting success, they are living their life in such a way that other person are getting inspiration from them. Another thing, that somebody is also living their life that they got in hereditary. I would say like son of Amitabh Bachchan, son of Shah Rukh Khan. They are living luxurious life. But the difference is that once who get the struggle and achieve something, once who did the struggle and achieve something, and another one is that enjoying their life by the money of their father and their parents. So I would say life is a thing that we need to struggle and we need to achieve something, and this is a real happiness for the life.
Okay. Now Devendra.
Okay, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Sir, if we see life versus living, then we can say that life is a uh, plat platform where we feel both positive sides as well as negative sides. There are something good in life as well as something bad, and the balance between these two things is a life. And living is not only about luxury or not only about happiness. It's about how people want to live. Like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam never wanted to live a luxurious life, and some people want to live a luxurious life and they consider that luxury is their passion and they want to live in that way. So living is a different thing as compared to life, and in life we choose how we want to live, and it's a matter, and it's depend upon person to person whether they want to live this type of life.
Okay. So I think now introduction part is over. Now I open the house for the discussion among all of you, where you can listen to others and you can participate among yourself and you can give your points to others also. So please go ahead and start discussion.
I think we have all agreed upon the common point that life is a balance of both negative and positive, and whereas living is only the positive attributes. So I just want to know everybody's opinion on whether living, which is the ideal life, should that be an aim of students?
Yes, definitely. I agree to your point that life and livings are different, and life has both the things. But yes, we should have our living. We should have our aim that how we should live our life, and it depends upon person to person. And being a student also, we have our dreams that we have to live in that way. So yes, definitely we
So,
consider
friends, what do you
living
think?
to be
What could
fun.
be the right pathway to convert a life into living? What would be the thing that would convert a life into living?
Priya, I would say that right thing that we can give something to our society that can get benefit to all the humanity. Nowadays, like I would say, a corona situation is going on, and so many good hands come for the help of the others, and in this way they are trying to save the society, and time to time it happens. And Devendra told us about the APJ Abdul Kalam. Exactly, APJ Abdul Kalam is one of the, I would say, missile man of India that has never think about the living and life. He always thoughtful to give something to our country, and he is the one that has given to the country that is remarkable for all the Indians. And year that will Indians will get benefit, and it cannot be forgettable.
According to me, I think, friends, if we want to convert a life into living, though living can never really be achieved, I think what we need to put in is a lot of hard work, a lot of struggle, a lot of sacrifices to convert life into living.
And for that, we should have a clear idea that what should be our living, and for that we should definitely do hard work. And people definitely do this type of work. Otherwise, they regret that they didn't get what they wanted to get.
Yes.
So the
So,
passage between
hmm,
life to living is just hard work and passion to do it.
do it. Is living all about wealth? What exactly is living according to you, friends?
As we have seen that living is that how we want to live a life. Like yes, I also told about, and APJ Abdul Kalam and our colleague also told that living is not about having a luxury life, money or comfort. It's about how it depends upon person to person what they want to achieve and how they want to live their life. So it's a person dependent thing.
So, doing what you love can also mean living.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in conclusion, I think we have all agreed upon that doing what we love and following our hearts can lead to living. And also, we need to put in a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices to convert life into living, though living can never really be achieved.
It's a
Okay,
hypothetical thing.
okay. So all of you want to conclude one by one. So I think 1 minute each to conclude. Devender, would you like to conclude the entire discussion now?
Thank you, sir. Sir, the conclusion is like that we have discussed about life and we discussed about living, and we concluded that living is just a hypothetical thing which can't be achieved. But humans thrive to achieve their living, and it depends upon person to person how they achieve it.
Okay, Gaurav.
So, conclusion is that yes, like Real and Devendra said, that living is something different and it is person to person, but life is a unique, and it depends upon the person how we live. what we can go for, how we achieve how we achieve to get success, and another how to become if we have any idle person in our life. And it's all about that giving something and learning something from the others.
Okay. So now let me tell you. See, in group discussion, it is very important that you should not fall short of words or sentences. You should have many things to tell. Whenever you listen somebody, you can cross, give a point, can provide your own statements to them, agree with them, disagree with them, and understanding the topic is very important. Whatever topic they give, you should try to think, is it relevant from the current perspective, because the topic normally have their roots in the present. Also at the same time, you need to think of some examples. Now this topic, life versus living, you could not understand actually why this topic was given to you presently. Presently we are fighting
Absolutely.
for life and we are fighting for living also. Every day when we go out for making our living, to have our living, then every day when we go out for the living, then we are challenging our life because of the COVID. Now think of a person who is to make his family, feed his family, he is to earn something for the family, he's putting his life at stake for his living. Living means अपना गुजारा चलाना, खाना खाने के लिए, how to meet your livings, and life means your life itself, challenge to the survival. So the actual topic finds its roots into present day situation, a very very grim situation. Why you want to step out of the house? Given the choice, nobody will go out of the house. Why people are stepping out of the house? To make the living. Not everybody is well protected. They are not enjoying the luxury, and government has also left everyone free to survive on their own and take care of themselves in this particular situation. So when you have to take care of yourself in this situation, there are two challenges. If I don't go out, I don't earn. And out of 130-40 crore people, I think not more than, I think 5 crore people will be having that luxury. Those who can afford to sit at home for months together and survive. Rest of the India is very poor. You need to go out and you need to earn. And in that process, when you go out, then basically there is a threat to your life itself. So what is more important is survival, life, or to feed your family. What is more important? And that topic, it was related to that. तो आपको टॉपिक को पकड़ना, खासकर फिलोसॉफिकल टॉपिक को पकड़ना is very important. And understand one thing, you cannot basically take a good lecture if topic is not clear. Similarly, you cannot participate in GD if topic is not clear. So I will say, keep thinking what the topic is, because if the topic is not clear, you cannot give the points and you cannot score points also. So you should think from that aspect कि ये topic जो दिया है यार, इसका relevance क्या हो सकता है, and then start giving examples. You can start giving example. Like I was expecting, when none of you could understand what the topic is, I thought, okay, it's not a problem, but then you could have given some very good examples also. Like, okay, life, friends, is a God's gift to us. That is not in our control. When somebody will be born or when he will die, that is not in our control. But yes, living is in our control. Whether we live with high standards, high values, or we live with low standards, whether we live happily or we live gloomy in this world, that is actually largely in our control. So our thinking largely decides our behavior. So thinking pe we have the control. No doubt environment plays its role, but then human being is a dynamic creature which can change its own environment. We know that there are two people in the same family, in the same ecosystem, same situation, one making full use of it, living very happily, another living sadly in the same situation. Two inmates in the prison, one living happily, another living sadly. So that is how it all is. Living is in your control, and life actually depends upon the end of the, conclusion of the life depends upon how you lived it. Live to the fullest and life will be purposeful. तो अगर फिलोसॉफिकली ही बात करनी थी तो तुम कुछ ऐसे बात करते, कोई एग्जांपल देते, कुछ इस तरीके से आप कोट करते। जीडी में आपको यू विल गेट द मार्क्स इफ you give examples, you give data, you talk something differently, you talk meaningful, you keep yourself restricted to the topic, then you get the marks. लेकिन अगर टॉपिक भी समझ नहीं आया और तुम उस टॉपिक से डेविएट चल कर गए, एग्जाम्पल भी तुमने नहीं दिए और किसी को समझ भी नहीं आया तुम क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो, देन मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा। तो आप लोग बात तो कर रहे थे बट फॉर्मेलिटी के लिए चल रहा था। एंड नंबर 2, here on GD, develop the practice to speak. You should have always that inquisitiveness to speak, कि मेरे को बात करनी है। You should always be in active mode. Now I come to second part. Even if you don't speak, your gestures and postures should speak in the GD. They have got their marks. How do you carry forward? How do you speak? Like यहाँ पे practice बस इतनी करनी कि जैसे अभी you can see my hands movement also, not complete but little bit hand movements. And when I'm moving my hand, even if you don't not seeing, when I'm moving my hand, my shoulders are also moving, and you can see me in the active mode. Suppose you are only using your lips to talk, you are not moving your eyebrows, you are not moving your eyes, you are not moving your head, you're only talking. It looks like very static. It looks like very static. So during discussion, please do one thing: show some kind of gestures, show some kind of expression, listen to others, nod, agree with them, disagree with them. That is something which is very important. Hand movements, eye movements, head movement, body movement, इसका एक रोल है जीडी के अंदर। आपको कम्युनिकेशन इफेक्टिव करना है तो दिस इज व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड अदर्स विल आल्सो लिसन टू यू एंड ऑब्जर्वर विल ऑब्जर्व यू। बट स्टैटिक जैसा रहेगा ना तब उसका कोई मीनिंग नहीं है। जैसे आप बोल भी नहीं रहे हो, आप सुन भी नहीं रहे हो, और आई कॉन्टेक्ट मेंटेन करना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। नो आई गिव negative feedback like Gaurav is continuously speaking from what he has written or you are writing also. No, that actually is not appropriate while GD. All you have to do is, even if you are writing, it should not look like that you are reading from the page or something. It has to be like एक बहुत बड़ा लीडर स्पीच बोल रहा है तो अगर वो पढ़ के बोल रहा है, इट इज नॉट अ गुड लीडर। बट हाँ, अगर वो रेफर कर रहा है कि यार ये पॉइंट तो नहीं मेरा स्किप हो गया, मैंने बोलना था इस पॉइंट को, स्किप तो नहीं हो गया, तो उसने थोड़ा सा आइस को स्लांट किया और उसने देखा ये पॉइंट था, and then he started focusing on that, and then he's listening to others and all. So your 90% of the time should be invested on maintaining eye contacts with others and listening to others, rather than reading your pages and then speaking from reading your pages, and not when somebody is speaking you are not attentive, you are not listening to him, but you are focusing on your page. That will not be a good way for group discussion. So all you should do is, जब वो 1 minute देता है तो you put your head down and you write whatever you want to write. But the moment it starts, the moment GD starts, उसके बाद putting head down and writing something is not supposed to be good. So you are not to do that. You are to only participate in the GD. Take points from one another, and believe me, you need not to read from pages also, write also pages. Don't do that. शुरू से practice ऐसी develop करो कि भाई मैंने पेज नहीं देखना है। हाँ, कोई चीज भूल ना जाए तो word. And I am very sure when you are writing on the page, you are not writing sentence. Don't write sentence. Write telegraphic, the way you send the message. When you are in hurry, you have to send the message, you don't write a sentence. You write only couple of words which make your this point clear. GD at 8:30, please join. बात खत्म। So those of you who are interested to participate in the GD, please come at 8:30 PM today. We are going to have GD. That I will write if I have sufficient time. But in GD I don't have sufficient time. I am to write only words. So पेज पे वर्ड लिखने हैं जिनको देख के नहीं बोलना है, और आपने जब डिस्कशन चले तो पार्टिसिपेट करना है, एक्टिव रहना है, एग्री करना है, डिसएग्री करना है, डायनामिज्म सा शो करना है। दिस इज ऑल वी हैव टू डू ड्यूरिंग जीडी। एंड प्रैक्टिस, बोलने की प्रैक्टिस करो, यही है जीडी, देयर इज नथिंग एल्स। एंड टॉपिक को डीकोड करो एंड लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोस, राइट? कैन आई गो फॉर अनदर टॉपिक नाउ? So yes. I was not very happy with the way you people presented, at least in this GD. Now what I am expecting, I am giving you very simple topic. Yes. But what I am expecting is like maintaining eye contacts, gesture, posture, talking, taking the points of each one. If you develop the art of listening to others and either supporting them or criticizing them and taking the discussion further, एक दूसरे से बात को आगे ले जाने वाला अगर आपने सीख लिया आर्ट, तो GD हो गया, डिस्कशन हो गया। लेकिन अगर आपने दूसरे की सुनी नहीं, अपनी ही पॉइंट रखने की ट्राई किया, तो GD नहीं होगा, उसमें you will not get points then. Done? Anything you want to ask before I give you another topic and proceed.
टॉपिक दे दो बट कल के लिए रख लो, ठीक है, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी। एक्चुअल में हो क्या रहा है ना कि मैं कॉन्वर्सेशन कर ही नहीं रहा हूँ किसी के साथ। एक होता है ना कि कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रही है, इंग्लिश बोलने में ना तो बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत आ रही
आप
है।
हिंदी में बोलो ना, सी आप हिंदी में बोलो, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ स्टेप्स क्या हैं। पहला पॉइंट है कम्युनिकेशन भी हटाते हैं, मतलब लैंग्वेज भी हटाते हैं। पहला पॉइंट है कि बोलना हमें आ जाए, हम हिंदी में करते हैं, नो ट्रबल, हिंदी में करो और टॉपिक भी बहुत ही सिंपल रखो, लेकिन बोलना स्टार्ट करो जिससे जेस्चर पोस्चर चला जाए। और ये प्रैक्टिस से आएगा, पढ़ के नहीं आएगा, नॉलेज से नहीं आएगा। नॉलेज में आपको आज टॉपिक दे दूं और बोलूं कल उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, तब भी नहीं आएगा, इंपैक्ट नहीं आएगा। ये बोल बोल के आएगा, कर करके आएगा, प्रैक्टिस से आएगा। दिस इज वेरी ट्रू, उसी से आएगा। बहुत सिंपल सा टॉपिक दे रहा हूं, बहुत सिंपल सा टॉपिक दे रहा हूं, हिंदी में बोलो, इंग्लिश में बोलो, जैसा मर्जी बोलो। नॉलेज के ऊपर ये टॉपिक रिलेटेड नहीं है, शुरू की लाइंस याद रखनी है। गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स, माय नेम इज प्रियल and I take the opportunity to initiate the discussion. The topic given for the discussion today is this. It's a very, very relevant topic for the day. I'm very sure we all have points. As far as I'm concerned, I believe एक दो बात बोली और आगे चले। बोल बोल के आएगा, वैसे प्रैक्टिस से आता, वैसे नहीं आता। Okay, thank you all of you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.